Guys, this is Brian here with Stokes & Company Restoration Business, and we do a little bit of work on our mowers here today. So we're going to do a head-to-head competition and show pros and cons of each one here today. So each one needs a little bit of work, and we're just going to kind of go over and show you what's good, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. Both of them are great machines, but they do have positive and negatives about each one. Of course, this is a current model by Kubota, the Z726X. My sticker blew off there. It is still a current one that we do sell today at Dean Kubota. This one here is about a little over 2 years old. And Earl over here, the Husqvarna ZTH 6125 model, is I believe it's about a 2003 model. Decal's gone off of it, somewhere around that ballpark. So she's running 20 plus years old here. Yep, I remember watching Earl from putting that Amazon starter on it a while back, and just let you know, Amazon starter is still working great. So I'm just going to show you a little bit about it. The 25 horse ZTH 6125, 61 inch deck, 25 horse Kawasaki. Get the big air filter on it like our Kubota has over there. Just a little older version of it. She's been a good one. She's cranky. She's hard to start though. So we're gonna go over and talk a little bit about that with you. It's 60 inch deck on the Kubota. Just kind of looking at it, you can see differences. When looking at the front wheels, a lot of it designed pretty good. Almost tripped getting on the Kubota. Yeah, we did have a little little dent in here, but jumping up on this thing. So here's nice low platform. This one right here, coming up on the front of there. Watch yourself, almost tripped getting up on it. So I found out that's one thing I like right there. The deck height system, I really like this system here. This system right here is really good. Foot lever to help. This right here, hand, so you use foot and hand. Latches in, notches in, great. I do like that. Old school metal design. Deck chute. Don't have to worry about having to replace that. Kubota does have positives for sure. It's newer. Still got the same design, air filter housing, Kawasaki. I believe this one is a 25 horse, so we're running horsepower the same. This one here just has a single. It's about a 13-gallon fuel tank. Over there in the Earl has two. We're going to call them saddle tanks, and they run about 6.5 gallons each. So fuel-wise, run both about the same. On that, got a rubber deck chute. Y'all probably remember watching me put a video on how to replace that. Got a little bit of storm in the background there, so we're going to try to get this thing done here. I do like the controls on the Kubota here on the side panel. It does have a fuel gauge. That is nice, but the deck height system is a knob that turns right here. Turns this cam down in here, and then it drops down and sits down in those steps, as you see where I'm turning. Collects a lot of dirt, dust. These things are really known for binding up. Kind of hard to do sometimes. So all you have is the foot. Everything's done by the foot. Well, there's some people that don't have quite the. Let me show you. Some customers are older, maybe not have quite the strength as a middle-aged man like me. So all you have is just this to raise and lower it, and you've got a lock and unlock right here. So unlock it, press it, and then drop it down, and then here's your setting. We're at 2 1/4 right there, so can't do anything, adjust it until you raise it up, then you can adjust it, and then you lock it. But everything's got to be done by that foot right there. So hop over here to Husqvarna. So we got foot. You can use just straight foot, or you can use foot and hand, or you can use just hand. Hand's pretty tough, so foot and hand assist. Want to change your settings? Real easy. I'm missing the pin right there, but once you put your weight down on it, it's not going to go anywhere. This doesn't get caught up with grass and bind up. Really like this. This is a good heavy design. This is a commercial grade mower back in the 20 plus years ago when they made it, and I know I'm not comparing to exactly the same, because we know what was made previously is a whole lot better quality than what's made today. Anybody agree? Just shout out an amen in the comments. If you don't agree, you haven't been around paying attention to it too much. Greasable spindles on here. The link suspension on the back, greasable tensioner. Very good design on these. The Kubota is not greasable. It's sealed bearings. Sealed bearings do go out. They only have a lifetime is limited on there to anywhere from 200 to about 300-400 hours on these models out here. You go down to the 400 series, they got a lifespan about 100 hours. Just letting you know, sealed bearings, straight from Kubota, say made in China. So do your research, and hopefully I'll do a video soon on that. Changing the blades. Husqvarna is so much easier. You don't have a blade boss spring washers to try to line up versus the Kubota. So I'm going to do some blades here in just a second. One other thing I want to show you on the Kubota, on this one here, it has Parker transmissions. Let me crank this thing up. Easy to start, do like that. Parking brake, not bad, works pretty good. Probably compared to the Husqvarna, Husqvarna is hand operated, but this mower is very, very heavy in the rear end, so I want to show you something, how easy it is to pop a wheelie. Just simply rolling forward, pop a wheelie. I know some of you are like, well, that's a little extreme. Well, that won't happen in the Husqvarna. Even when new and it's full of power, it's not going to pop a wheelie. Motors and ditches and things, I like to have flipped this thing over. I like to have flipped them loading them on trailers. So be very careful on this Z700 series. I don't know why that hasn't been corrected, but I'm not really a fan of that. I feel like it's very dangerous. Now this one does obviously have a roll bar. I've got mine in this position right here. You can't stand it up. Do as you please on that. The Husqvarna Earl is before roll bars were required. Ease of starting, this one is, like I said, ease of starting. Alright, so this doesn't necessarily go on Husqvarna, but on, yeah, we do have a Kubota seat on here. The original seat on here came apart, and this is one that I was able to find as a replacement that did bolt up. Okay, so starting wise, not quite as this is right down here, so it's not over here on our side like the Kubota was. So starting wise, oh, I pulled it off, choking it. Okay, it actually started pretty good that time, but a lot of times it's not near as easy as starting. Kind of a feature out of Kubota, out of Kawasaki, that I believe that they have obviously repaired quite a bit. So we've still got some rain coming in. We might have to resume this in just a minute. Red light flashing. Alright, so we got a little rained out yesterday. We're back out here this evening. We're gonna try again to finish up putting these blades on here and show you all the comparison between the two mowers. So I got my car ramps up here. We're gonna never tried this before, so we're gonna see if this works good enough to get under here and change some blades. Pretty good so far. We're gonna get the impact under here and see. This way can get under here. Come on.
Ow.
Okay, this right here, it's a 3/16 standard or 30 millimeter. That's what you're gonna need with a Kubota, and that fits the majority of your Kubotas. A little bit tight. Would have been nice if it was up just a little bit higher. All right, that's our dust cup. As you can tell, it collected dust. Make sure that they're not bent or rubbing that housing, which mine might be a little bit. Got a few little dings in it. Okay. All right, so here's the bolt we took off. That right there's your blade boss. That blade boss locks up on there. Spring washers, you want them cupping up. Kind of hard to see what they actually cup up. You can go with just like that.
Pet. Tux. Come here. Tux, come here.
Yeah. Okay, so we got us a good used sharpened up blade here, better than what we did have on here. Make sure this right here is going up and the cutting edge is going down. That way you'll have your blade on here correct. Put a dust cup on, blade boss, spring washers, coned up, and put all this on the blade. We're going to turn the blade boss until it's locked in while holding all this up here. Start your bolt. Don't let it fall down because that blade boss might not get locked up in there right, and then you won't be able to get it up on the tight. Okay, on the tight blade, point it over here to the blade. Make sure the blade cutting edge is down, that back lip is up. Inch and 3/16 socket. Tighten it down, you'll see these spring washers go flat. And you're good to go. Tell your dog to
Tiny dog. Get, tiny dog. Go, give it.
Okay, so here's the blade change on the 726 Kubota. So on your blade, you want to make sure and have this part up, the cutting edge pointed down. All right, got a dust cup. Make sure it's not bent up, dented up. If it is, it will rub your housing, and I've seen them eat up your housing before. So dust cup up, blade next, spring washers coned facing up, blade boss hex shaft, 2 spring washers, top of the blade boss, dust cup, blade, hold all that up there, rotate your blade boss until you hit there, hold all this up here. The other hand, start your bolt. Run your bolt all the way up in there. Don't let any of it fall because it could become misaligned then. Okay. Inch and 3/16 socket. Watch those spring washers collapse flat. You're good. Okay.
This is Tiny Dog. It was a stray that showed up a year ago. Just wants some loving.
Okay. Can you see it?
I can see you and I can see it.
All right. So we're over here on Earl now. Earl takes
What kind of mower is there?
the ZT8 6125 Husqvarna 61-inch cut. It takes a 15/16 socket on the bolt right here. Here we go. All right, blade is off. This one bolt, one blade. This one does have a seal protector up here because it is a greasable shaft up here. That's a bearing right down here, greasable bearing. Okay, so we got our freshly sharpened blade here. One bolt. This is just a little seal protector for the bottom of that. Normally those would stay on there. No blade boss, no spring washer, no dust cups, nothing like this like the Kubota has. So in my opinion, this right here is a whole lot simpler and a whole lot easier for blade change especially. That one's done. All right, so we got Earl here. Got a new blade put on Earl. Got it backed up on the ramps here. Ramps seem to work pretty good. I'm gonna take the time to give them a little bit straighter than I did, but I give it the old shake test to make sure we're not gonna fall off there. So we got our drain plug ready. We're gonna do an oil change on it. So went through it. We got the blades on here. Got all my spindles greased. See this in here, that's greasable spindles. Got quite a few grease fittings all over the whole machine. Got them all greased. Front spindles, front wheels, some of the links, all the tensioners, drive motors, deck lift. Got all that greased. And now we're running 20W50 here in Texas because it is nice and hot. It counts like a fuel filter, oil filter there. And then we got this. We put one of these on the Kubota, the Kawasaki brand. This right here is the Amazon brand. Pretty inexpensive, just an easier way to drain your oil out of here than the plastic drain plug on there. So here we go. Got an oil catch in there. Alright, so the drain plug that we're removing is right there. It's a plastic drain plug. We're going to remove it, drain the engine oil. Okay, so this right here is what we're going to be replacing with this right here. While we're letting that drain, we'll pop our fuel filter on here. Pretty simple fuel filter right here, just a couple squeeze clamps. I know the new one looks a little bit different than this one. Main thing is the right micron with without fuel pump. This one does have a fuel pump here. And the right hose size. Alright, I always look at your new one, look at the flow. We're going to point that flow towards the fuel pump, away from the tank. Squeeze the clamps back on. When we get done here, our oil should be done draining. Okay. Looks like our oil is just about done draining. So, this new one here, got an O-ring, it's going to seal up on there. Okay, a little bit of a twisting in there, but got it installed. Got it looped up here around the engine oil drain plug, so now it'd be a whole lot easier when we get ready to change it. Just pull this off, stick it out here, and pull the cap off of it. Now we're ready to put our engine oil filter on. All right, so we got the blades done. Got the Kubota greased up, some blades changed out, through the how to replace the blades on that. So on this Kubota 726 blade change is the 1 3/16 or 30mm socket. Pull that off there, and you've got your blade boss, and you got your spring washers. Then you got your blade, and then you got your dust cup. On the Husqvarna, you've got a 15/16 blade bolt, which is about twice the size of the Kubota, and it doesn't have it's just a round hole that goes up on there. It's just the pressure of it that holds it up against there. So I believe the design on the Kubota is like a spring washer. It's kind of like a slip clutch in a sense, to give it some tension, so if you hit something that it will slip. I've seen quite a few of them come loose before. Never seen one come loose on this Husqvarna. Anyways, there's just one difference. It has the had a grease, kind of a grease seal cup on the bottom of there. Make sure that's on this one's completely greasable. All greased up. Went through and did the fuel filter on it. Changed the oil, new oil filter. We got the oil drain tube installed, and she's ready to go. So, as you've seen, a few of the two things on there. Transmission's a whole lot quieter on the Husqvarna than the Kubota. I did notice Kubota's Parker transmissions. I'm not sure what brand transmissions this Husqvarna has, but they're individual transmissions that are down here with the hydraulic hoses going to them. Hydraulic hoses. So there's each one has its own pump mounted up here, its own reservoir. It's got a spin-off filter down there. Pretty well heavily built with big hydraulic hoses going out to the drive motors. So, just a little information on y'all, just showing you how to change out blades and do a little service. Thank y'all, and God bless you.